A syringe of pink oysters. Okay, so I put them on 350 for 30 minutes and then put them on 250 for 2 hours and then just turned off the oven and went to bed. This is rice that came out of a Uncle Ben's package because it's brown rice, but I'm not sure. All right. I won't have to put it very deep in here. And I'm going to go hopefully through the hole. Yeah, I made the hole with a, and I'm going to go 1 cc. Hardwood pellets that have had boiling water put on them to pasteurize them, and so that they would go to a sawdust consistency. And then I've got the rice and pinto beans that have been through a boiling process to the right consistency. I still cannot get popcorn in my area, and now I cannot get brown rice anymore, so I'm stuck with white rice. And I have alcoholed my surface. Okay, so as you can see, I've been spraying everything, and we have a really nice mycelium in there. This is brown rice. I now know why they say do not use the why they say don't use the white rice, and that's because it's sticky. So therefore, it sticks to everything. And therefore, it also sticks to itself and is impossible to get it to break up and shake up. So, seeing that that was the case, I have cleaned this extra long spoon so that I can break this mycelium up some amongst the stuff at the top. Because I tried to shake up, to break up the white rice, and it said, forget it. I had any issues with them looking as if they had gone bad. So now they've been inoculated, and I'm going to continue to inoculate the rest of these. Okay, so y'all been traveling with me on this pink oyster journey, and I put this in just a few days ago, and I mean, you can see the mycelium is really super quick colonizing, and has colonized so much at the top that on some of the jars we've already got the presence of the pinkness that says we're going to have fruiting bodies, but I want to blend it. And so this was an experiment. So I'm going to tighten my lid, and let's see what happens. And I'm hitting this right here. So I feel like we've not got it completely broke up here at the bottom. Okay. So that's one. Now, when I'm completely done agitating all the air and agitating everything, I'll just make it finger tight again. Okay, everybody, I finally think that I'm going to put these jars to fruiting to test them out. I'm going to share them with some people. But for much, it's a complete test. So that's what they look like on the inside. They look fully colonized, and I think I really should have brought them up higher. But in any case, we've got fruiting bodies. It hasn't absorbed everything here, but it just seems like, bacteria couldn't get down in here because it's airlocked, and that one is less than some, and they're just like in stages of it, but they're already producing fruity bodies. So I decided to go ahead and let the fresh air in and just see what happens. It's my first time to grow them in quart jars. We're calling them glass bags for fun. This one's very crystallized in appearance. Very unusual. So anyway, I have these ice bags. I picked them up at the bin store, but I think if they work, I'm going to order them if I run out. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking the bag and I'm misting it really good. And every day, I believe you could just open it up and mist it. And I'm sitting the bag down in there and then pulling the strings down and just taking the two strings and giving them a light knot. That leaves air holes. I have not done a filter since these are fully colonized, and so therefore the airflow shouldn't matter, because if a competing spore fell on top of the inside of the jar, it should not be able to thrive. So I have another one of these put together. I'm thinking that I'm going to put these in the tub of the extra bedroom and let them get started there and just see what happens. As you know, I have never growed them in jars before, and this is sort of the tail end of the video, and I feel like I should explain everything that's in this jar, but you've just got to this point in the video, so you know it better than me. So this is what we're going to try, and give a little whirl. I mean, they like daylight. Filtered sun, just filtered sun. So if I put them in, of course, I'll take them out of the box in the tub and spread them out. And these are, of course, pink oysters. But I was just thinking, if I scatter these about in the tub floor and then leave the light on during the day and turn it off at night, well, then that would be filtered light. And we'll see what happens. So I'm excited. And I'm not sure. I might post this now as it is, and then I might decide to let them grow and continue the video before I post it. But if this is the end, If this is the end. I'm just playing. There'll be a part two. Hey, here they are in their bags. This is the unused tub. We will keep an eye on our ice bags twice a day. Looky, looky, looky. Mama got some pink mushrooms. Yay! Very interesting. What do you think about my grow jars? So, it looks like everything's going really good. The bottom of the bag has a little bit of water in it. I just fan them every day and mist the bag. It looks like this is going to be a complete success. I'm really excited about it. I think I'll be eating pink mushrooms by Monday. So at least twice a day, I just come in here and go. Therefore, clearing out the, and then I just mist a little twice a day. And then sort of pull up the strings a little bit. Twice a day, I just fan them and get the carbon monoxide out and get fresh oxygen in. And these here, the 4 here, have been slower. And then these 4 are just going to town. It looks like we have success. Okay, I wanted to do a little update on our jar. We've got babies growing on the sides. That's not real good, I think. I don't know what'll happen about that. If I had brought my material all the way up, and then I probably should have filled it in with material before I let it fruit. So, lesson learned, and that's the lesson right there. This substrate is putting out energy to produce fruit I'll never be able to harvest, I think. I might get that one, or part of it. But these are quite beautiful, but they're not getting all the nutrition to just these, because these here are scavenging it. But in any case, they're doing really well. I don't know if they look like they're getting enough fresh air or not, because this is my first time to grow this particular species. They seem to be doing really well. This one here is particularly overactive. I think this was the one that had the lowest level of dirt, and so I'm losing energy producing babies I can never harvest or eat. So definitely bring the level all the way up before you fruit them. So these are looking good. I've had a few people's opinions that I should now take them out of the plastic or cut the plastic bag down so they get more air. I'll let you know what I do. Okay, so I've been told that pink oysters do not like CO2 to get built up on them. And so to keep humidity, but to give them more fresh air, I'm opening the bag up to its extent, and I do have a ceiling fan on in the room. So we'll see if they dry out too much in this particular situation. I wanted to do a final clip to this video on our grain jar grow. They're looking really good. I really felt like that they might, they tried to put off babies down here, but those seem to be drying up now that these are cutting off the airflow to those, and maybe they'll be reabsorbed back into the jar, and it won't cause any loss of nutrition or cause the ones on the top to, here, let me see if I can get that out of the way, to not do as well. You can see that those are beginning to die or be aborted, I believe they call it. So, and here where the level is lower, but the jars do seem to be figuring out where they're supposed to be producing from. But still, if I had brought the level all the way up to the rim, this wouldn't have happened. So let me move this one. I love this new, I think it's like for lizards. I got it at a bin store for $7. It was missing a piece, but I made it work. But these here, this one here, it's starting to really do well. But see all those babies that are aborting? I don't know. They might be reabsorbed into the cake, and it won't matter in the end. But I think it would have been a lot better if I had have brought the level of the substrate all the way up to the rim and let them consume that and then pin. But there they are. You see, this one's still got a lot of pink babies around the edges, trying to get themselves up to the airflow. But I think as soon as these get big, those will do the same thing. They'll abort. So that's our babies. These were the first ones to pin. You can see the stages. I believe these will look like these soon. And I believe these will harvest out in just a few days.